Okay, chapters 9 and 10 are about property. In chapter 9, we pretty much are just going to deal with the idea of tax depreciation. We've dealt with depreciation in principles of accounting. It's the same kind of idea, but there's a bunch of differences for tax purposes. So, in Learning Objective 1, the primary focus here is discussing kind of what depreciation is, also known as cost recovery. We're also going to deal with amortization to a lesser extent. We're not going to talk about depletion at all. So it talks about what cost recovery is. It also talks about uh, what factors go into calculating basis for cost recovery. Basis is just a fancy word for cost. It defines adjusted basis right here. As you depreciate your property over its life, your basis goes down, and you will have adjusted basis amounts as time goes by. So this is some good reading in here. Um, the examples are laid out. You're probably familiar with the book by now. Every chapter has an opener that identifies or introduces a new taxpayer scenario, and then the chapter goes through uh, that scenario and deals with all the content issues that come up in that chapter in the context of that opening scenario. So we're getting into this company, Steve here. Um, he bought some assets, and this is the basis amount of those assets. Um, we'll move on to Learning Objective 2 next.